If you really want to know what makes it go, what takes it high or sends it low down, well, you can work it out if you just learn about the way things work. If you really want to know how it can ride or bump and jump or glide and slide, you ought to take a little look inside the way things work and watch the thingamabob that turns the knob, that makes the jigger jig, that turns the thingamajig, that pulls the trigger, that makes the digger dig. If you really want to know how it can fly without a wing or string to tie with, you find the same simple rules apply with the way things work.
Holidays are a time when many young people take on temporary employment to earn some spending money. Olive and Troy have found summer jobs as letter carriers with the Postal Service.
That's better, isn't it, old friend? It's much quicker to freewheel downhill. Come on, big guy. Let's get you in the back.
Let me out.
Quick, Troy. Get in.
Here we go.
Yippee! All right, Miss Mammoth, you don't want to bath with this nice ducky-wookie? Then don't have a bath.
How do you stop this thing?
Use the foot brake!
What? Use my foot as a brake?
Oh. Now here's a mammoth that really needs cleaning.
What's going on here? Come on, everyone! Put your backs into it!
He's not budging.
Ow! Boo it! Having some trouble, Frank?
I think this mammoth's been glued to the ground.
Well, Olive, in a way, you're quite right. That you don't need glue to make things stick together. You see, when two surfaces come into contact with one another, say a mammoth's foot and the ground, molecular forces between the two attract one another. And the more they're pressed together, the greater the attraction. If you try to push one of the objects across the other, this attraction creates a force that pulls in the opposite direction. This force is called friction. Well, I never.
What's friction got to do with us, anyway?
Well... You can reduce the friction between the mammoth and the ground by putting something slippery between them. Soapy water, for instance, is a good lubricant. This friction between feet and the ground can be increased by wearing rubber-soled shoes. The grooves in the soles help channel out any water that's stepped on.
Oh,
As Pilbeam coated the ground with soapy water, Frank scattered some marbles around. And so, after rushing off to get their training shoes, they tried again. The trainers gripped much better until the islanders stepped on the marbles, which rolled away under their feet. Now what?
why don't we stop all this and carry the bath over to the mammoth?
Good idea, Pilbeam.
I don't think he needs a bath. She likes him just like he is.
How could she? I wouldn't like you in a state like that, Pilbeam.
Now, let's see about that cart, Olive.
Thanks, Dad. This is really kind of you.
But that's what dads are for.
It's good to be on the road again, eh, Troy?
Yeah, and I'm glad we got away from our dads.
Got away from us? No chance.
Dad! Troy and I can deliver the mail on our own.
We just want to make sure you don't have any more crashes. Right, Pilbeam?
Right, Frank?
Pilbeam is going to be in charge of stopping the cart for you. You just have to say the word.
Okay, try this word.
Stop!
Oh, help! Fire!
The friction between the wooden pole and the wheel produced a lot of heat, which caused a fire. The islanders needed a device that provided friction to their spinning wheel, or a drum brake, as it's known. An enclosed drum-shaped chamber is fixed to the vehicle's wheel. Inside the drum are two curved blocks known as brake shoes. When the driver presses down on the brake pedal, the force pushes the brake shoes outwards, creating friction with the drum. And this friction causes the wheel to slow down or stop. Now Olive and Troy could stop the cart very effectively and manage perfectly well without any interference from Pilbeam and Frank.
These really work.
That's enough testing, Troy. I don't think our mammoth likes it very much. Why have we got 2 bags?
Good news, Olive. We've just been promoted. We are now part of the new Super Express Postal Service.
Huh. Does that mean we get paid more?
No, we just have to deliver twice the amount of post in exactly the same time, which is why we have been given an extra mammoth. And look who she is!
That sounds like fun.
Sadly, Olive and Troy found that 2 mammoths walked no faster than 1. If anything, they moved a bit slower. But with all that added weight in the cart, going downhill was another matter entirely.
I hope we'll be able to stop this thing, Troy.
Don't worry, Olive. With these new drum brakes, we'll be fine.
This time, with the aid of braking friction, they were able to keep their speed in check. That must be Olive and Troy trying out their new brakes. Friction takes the energy out of a spinning wheel and translates it into 2 other forms of energy. Sound and heat. However, heat buildup tends to reduce friction, thereby giving less braking power.
Slow down, Troy!
We're out of control! Hang on!
Watch out for that!
Hedge!
Olive! Troy! Are you all right?
Yes, we're all right. But what about the mammoths?
I think they'll be all right. Whoa!
Look at these brakes. Ow! They're really hot. No wonder they didn't work. What we need is a brake that can stay cool.
What they needed were disc brakes. Here, a steel disc is attached to the wheel, which the two brake pads squeeze like a pair of pincers, like this. Because the disc is exposed to the rushing air, the heat generated by friction is removed very quickly. So, with disc brakes, Olive and Troy would be able to stop the cart any time they wanted. And this time, the brakes worked marvelously. Every time.
This is great!
They made it all the way to the bottom of the hill, only to find that the bridge was closed for repairs. But even disc brakes take a bit of time to stop a fast-moving vehicle.
Hang on tight! We're going to get wet!
Ollie!
Troy, are you all right?
Okay, thanks!
Well done, you two! You managed to wash 2 mammoths at once!
Why force a mammoth to the water?
When it's quite happy to bath itself.